Hi everyone, I'm Anthony DiMoro, and welcome to another edition of SportsRantz University. In this edition, we're going to be continuing our discussion about the new feature, or one of the newest features on SportsRantz.com, which allows you to make your own social networking site hosted on SportsRantz. Now, in our other video, we did a brief tour taking a look at the back end of the social networking, and we showed you how to get set up and get started. So if you haven't viewed that video yet, please go back. I think it's video number 8, and you can take a look at this and get an idea how to start your own social networking site. It's a very important step. It's not as easy as just registering for the site. You also got to have us set it up. Don't worry, we are not don't worry about that. It's not a huge process at all. It shouldn't take much time. It should be pretty much instantaneous. So remember to have that step in place. So let's just assume you do. You have your social network all set up. The design looks all pretty. So what do you do now? Well, let's take you around and help you get set up so that your website is ready to go and ready to start attracting members. So in this video, we're going to do that. So let's use that SportsRantz dating site as another example, and let's get started. Okay guys, we logged into SportsRantz.com, and you're going to go to your social site. Remember, get social and click on that tab right there, create a social site to get started. Once you're activated and once your site is set up by SportsRantz, you'll be ready to roll. We're going to assume you're at that point. So we're going to go to our social site, and for this example, we're using the dating site on SportsRantz.com. Now, in our grand tour, we looked at the various things around your social site, all the features it has. So we're just going to reiterate a lot of that stuff, but also give you some tips on how to get going. First things first is you have set up your profile. Your profile is the first one that's there, and what you're going to want to do is make this profile basically sing. You want your profile to be the main example of how awesome and how great your social site is. With that being said, if you have a blank profile, you don't have any activity, people aren't going to be so inclined to join your social site. So make sure you're active. Go to your profile, go to your card, set up all of your details, upload an avatar, and regardless of how many people are on your site right now, you're going to want to show that your site is active. So start posting. Post your rants, post the links, post videos, post pictures. Key is post content that people are going to want to see. If you have a blog on SportsRantz.com, when you post on that on SportsRantz Rantivity, make sure to post on your activity too. Share on multiple places. Alright, so now that that's set up, I want to bring you guys, we'll also go to the dashboard here, but here's something you're going to want to get going on. Let's go to groups, and groups should be your first step here. Start setting up groups, and you can easily do this by going to groups, create a group, and the group name, if I want my fan club, let's just say this is just an example group here. So there's the title, group description. This is for all sports fans who want to talk. So now we got our description in there. We're going to create group and continue, and this will bring us to the next step. It's going to ask for the parent group. Ignore this. It really is only one option here. Keep this option here. Member groups allow only group members to create member groups. This is just a setting you really don't have to worry about. So you're going to go to the next step, and this is going to give you your settings now. You can choose various aspects right here. This is a public group, which means any site in the member can join. This is a private group, meaning they have to request membership. Or this is a hidden group. This could be a great place for you to have if you are running the site with a couple of other admins. You can keep the group hidden, and you guys can conversate about how to bring the site to the next level, or any ideas you guys have. A brainstorming group is perfect for that too. You can basically also control the group invitations. Who's allowed to invite who to your group? I like to keep this as all team members, meaning any member of your group can invite other members. You can also, in hidden groups and private groups, would be a great option to have group admins only. When new users join this group, their default email notification settings will be, now this is right off the rip, when somebody joins your group, what kind of email notifications they are going to receive. Now, you want to use this sparingly, so I suggest doing a weekly summary email. This won't be as annoying as something on daily unless you're really active on your site. You want to do the daily digest email. Remember this, guys. Think about Facebook. How many people are annoyed with the notifications? You kind of want to protect against annoying your members. So never, at least I don't suggest selecting all email, meaning that anything that goes on in these groups, they're going to receive an email notification for it. That's really not the best way to keep members involved. So I suggest, using discretion on this, or you can choose no email. Let them decide. So there's plenty of options here, and once you do that, you click on next step. The next step will allow you to add the avatar, which is the logo of the group. I don't have anything specifically outlined here, so I'm just going to grab a random picture, and we'll just use this NASCAR picture right here. We will upload it. You will crop it. I'll just crop a little section right there. Crop the image, and then finish. Now your group is set up and you are automatically a member. A great thing to do. I mean, you can continue to edit this. You can look at the members and you can delete it if you make a mistake. But if you go to your group now,
purchase your tracks today.
You can actually get in there and start really doing some things with this, and it's pretty cool. So this is what I suggest you do. Now the forums, you can set up a new topic, and let's just say this is great too. Really run things like a forum. Forums are great tools, guys. I suggest you focus on the forums aspect a lot. So keep this in mind. You're gonna want to do this. You're gonna want to start topic discussions, thoughts about last night's games. Throw in your tags. Tags are important. So we're gonna. You can choose, and if you have multiple groups on here, one great thing you can do is just choose what group it goes in, and you can post a top topic. And it's going to stop me because I didn't add any content in my post. I thought the game was great. There you go. Now I can post a topic. And there you go. The topic is set. So this is a great way, guys, just to take a look at all the features here, and it's actually pretty good. So when you go to forums now, there is your topic, and now people can go to that topic and they can participate in that discussion. It's actually pretty cool. So that is one way to do it. Members, remember, guys, you can add members. If you're going to add members, you're going to delete members. You can do this whole thing. Now let's just say you found a member on your site that is a spammer. You can go up here and let's just say you've targeted this person as a spammer. Go to your dashboard, and what you're going to want to do is go to users. If I can find it right here. Here are all users. And this leads you to a database of all your users. Do not delete yourself. Do not mark yourself as spam. It will delete your site. And you can click on that user and remove them from your website. So that is a brief overview right there. Some of you, I want to keep in mind, each social site is different. Some of you will have different groups set up, different forums set up, and you're going to have to do this. Create pages for your website. Tell people what the website is about. Use a lot of images. Use a lot of videos if you can. Make sure, now this right side right here, you're going to want to spice up a little bit. So how do you do that? Well, very easy. You're going to go back to your dashboard. You're going to go to Appearance, and you're going to go to Widgets. And this is where you control what's where. Now, this left column is on the home page, and this is what's on the right side here. Watch, I will just throw in, let me just throw in something. Let's throw in let's throw in the achievements leaderboard. Now, be careful with this widget, guys. This tends to go out of whack sometimes depending on your achievements, but this will give everybody And if I go to my activity, I should see it, but this should give everybody, see, look at this. This is a leaderboard across the site. You can see it's a little out of whack because people have, unlocked certain achievements that aren't there, but you can choose to do this. But my point being in showing this is where you can control what shows up on the right hand side. This is where you're going to want to throw videos in, ads, stuff like that, blog rolls, links, anything, just something cool that you can go use a scoreboard widget, which is great. Give people a scoreboard. And you can do a lot of things. We got a lot of features on here. Each one is going to be different. So just keep that in mind. You can also add your Twitter account. And also, as always, if you don't like it, you can just remove it. And it's gone. So that is the first run through. Make sure you spice up your website, guys. Make sure you make everything pretty much copacetic. Make sure everything's pretty standard. You want to make sure all the languages on your website are right. You want to go to SEO and you want to set up your SEO. I cannot stress that enough. Your site will not be found on search engines if the SEO is not set up. We're going to delve a little bit deeper next time into setting up your social site. So until then, get cracking away, guys, and make sure your site is ready to go.